Here we go. The secret words. Yeah, oh, let's go back. All right, so the main ideas of chapter 12, lesson 2 are: thousands of Native Americans lived in farming communities in several southern states, right? And so what did those new colonists want those Native Americans to do? Wanted them to move. Some Americans wanted the federal government to relocate these tribes west of the Mississippi River. And what area is that? Oklahoma, right, Great Plains. The Supreme Court ruled that Georgia had no right to move the Cherokee, but President Jackson and Congress would not enforce the ruling, right? Next, the Trail of Tears was the Cherokees' forced march to Indian Territory in 1838. About 4,000 people died along the way from disease, cold, and hunger. All right, you've been reading all about that, right? Yes. Primary sources, letters from Andrew Jackson. Let's see. So our essential questions are: what are the consequences when cultures interact? And why were Native Americans forced, keyword forced, to abandon their land and move west? So let's do a little bit of review first. What are the 5 civilized tribes? Give me one, Zach.
Cherokee.
Yes.
Choctaw?
Yeah, very good. Nancy? Seminole? Josh? Ashton? Creek, good. All right, so let's take a look. Here they are. You remember all those? Okay. Now let's do some true and false. Andrew Jackson supported the white settlers' demand for Native American land. True or false? True or false? True. True. In 1829, Andrew Jackson stated he would let the Native Americans keep half of their lands. True or false? False. Most Native American people did not feel forced to sell their land. False. Some more true false. The U.S. Supreme Court case in Worcester versus Georgia, Chief John Marshall rules that Georgia had the right to interfere with the Cherokee.
False.
False. False. President Martin Van Buren ordered the Army to move the remaining Cherokee to the new Native American territory. True or false? True. The Seminoles were the only tribe to keep their land. True. Okay. So we are back to our essential questions. So we are going to get the Socratic seminar going. I'm going to put the mic down now. Okay. I'm going to hand you, we're going to pass down some popsicle sticks. You will have a go or a pause, okay? A go or a pause. One of you who has a go has a blue star on the back. Who is that? Raise your hand if you have the blue star on your go. You will help facilitate the questions as we begin our seminar. Okay?
So basically, I just keep that under control.
But you also contribute. Okay? Here's some questions here. So when you see the seminar changing focus, you can add a new question. Okay? So the first question is, we're going to start with our essential questions. Why were the Native Americans forced to abandon their land? So Those of you who have paused, you just listen this time, okay? Those of you who have paused, you listen. For first 10 minutes, you listen. Those who have go, you are participating in this first 10-minute Socratic seminar, okay? You understand? Those of you who have go, participate. Those of you who have pause, you listen and you observe, and you can also take notes if you want to, okay? So this is the first 10 minutes. All right, let's go. The first question: why were the Native Americans forced to abandon their lands and move west? Let's go.
All right, so I think that the Native Americans were forced to abandon
This
their
is your
land
circle.
west. So basically, Europeans didn't want to go there. They wanted to go towards the southeast because they were closer to other places that was good for food, near the ocean, and in addition, they also had close to the soil, right? So they could create products, cultivate products, and then export the products easier than it would be if they had time to go west. In addition, it's just does anyone just interject my point or wants to add on?
So yeah, the basic reason was because I think Native Americans were forced to leave their land because the white settlers wanted to farm the land because they thought that it would be better in the where the Native Americans were and to send them Indians there.
All right, we have some more goals.
Does anyone else want to add on to that, or should I continue on to the next idea?
I agree with that. The Americans were not free to the scale that we were purpose for civil life and the rights of everyone.
I also agree with Nancy and Maritza, but another reason they wanted to take their land is because their fertile soil, which they believe was perfect for growing cotton.
Does anyone have any ideas why they might want to move west in addition to
White settlers wanted the
growing,
land,
creating and exporting?
but yeah, I think that's why they tried to take the over because it was good for growing cotton.
Yeah, I also agree with them a bit because, well, back for the Americans,
And so that's what you felt for the Native Americans wanted to move west?
for farming in general. And so,
And so remember the key word is force, right? They were forces. Why were the Native Americans forced to abandon their land? So they left their land, right? What do you feel about that? So were they able to keep their cultures?
They were not able to keep their culture the same. Basically, they had to move west, so it's a new environment, and they had to do new things in that new environment.
What if the president did force the tribes to leave?
All right. Find any questions, Zach, and get it going.
Did he or did?
So,
What was the question, Matthew? Say it again.
What if the president did force the tribes to leave?
why could this
Good one,
report
let's
help?
see.
When basically Native Americans treat their lands. Why could the Supreme Court help Native Americans from
Say that
being
one more time for me.
transported from the southeast to the west?
The Supreme Court didn't have enough power
They didn't have enough power.
over the president.
So think about that.
Why
Think
would that
about
be?
what
Hey, elaborate a little bit.
prospering, doing better means, right? Now think about the way the world is now. Are there still some indigenous places in the world?
Anyone else? Got an idea? You?
Right, so they moved them from a rich soil, land that's really fruitful for them, and then they sent them where?
Does anyone have any idea?
So do you think if they were able to keep the land, that it would have been as
Alright, so
prosperous
basically,
as
right,
the
the reason
white
that's
settlers?
important to have enough power in order to basically.
Tell me why, discuss it, why?
The reason that the Supreme Court didn't have enough power, right, in order to basically keep the Native Americans there was because essentially Senate and executive branch, right? They forced the Indians to basically sign treaties. There were a couple of them in some cases. But basically they gave up their land, right, and were moving forced to be somewhere else. The reason why they had the treaties was because they
No, ma'am, I'll give you that right now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any AirPods. Don't open the door. Nobody don't open the door. All right, fourth hour. Are we ready? I need your attention, focus. All right, we're going to play a little game. We're going to get our minds energized and focus on the Trail of Tears, but in a fun way. We did our sporadic seminars yesterday, and we'll do a little follow-up with that later, but everybody's logged in, right? Okay, are we ready? I'm looking for that top 5 to get their prize tomorrow on Friday, so let's get started. Okay, here we go. The Trail of Tears. What was signed into law by Andrew Jackson in 1830? Look at the responses. All right. Yeah. We only have 11 questions, so this is a pretty quick one. What were the 5 civilized tribes considered civilized? Why? Why were the 5 civilized tribes considered civilized? Oh, did I get that right? Yes. Good job. Okay. The Trail of Tears involved which tribe?
We got this wrong.
Okay, I'm trying to assess your knowledge. Have you been paying attention all week? Number 4. Andrew Jackson was blank president of the United States. It was in lesson 1. It was in lesson 1. All right. Good job. The Cherokee were kicked out of Georgia and forced to move to. Zach, you want to know this one?
Come on.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Andrew Jackson still resides on what? On what? Oh, I was right. Okay.
I knew it was Wednesday.
Many Native Americans live on plots of land called what?
Come on, guys, do with me.
What you doing, Seth?
I'm shaking my hand for good luck.
For good luck? All right.
Yeah.
Patience. Are we, how it's going? Let's see. Let's see. Who we have? We have Zach, Griffin, Nancy, and Steph. Who's that? Steven. Okay, so. All right, number 8. Of the 15,000 to 16,000 who marched the Trail of Tears, approximately how many perished? How many passed away? It was like
4 or 5? 4 or 5?
yes, 4 to 5,000.
Yeah, you're still in first. You're
All right, next. Getting close, we're almost done. Number 9. What did the Native Americans call Andrew Jackson? What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Both B and C. Good job. Are we ready for the last one? Remember my top 5. My top 5 tomorrow. Here's a little tree. Okay, who we have so far, okay? What was Jackson's nickname? Remember this?
Somebody else.
Oh, all right, let's see. Let's see who our winners are.
I think right about
All right, pay attention. Okay. What do we have? So we have Zach, Matthew, and Stephen. Who was 4 and 5? Griffin, and so you guys remember, okay? Griffin, Matthew, and we have Zach, Stephen, and Matthew. All right, good job. All right, close your computers down. All right, everybody, take out your Trail of Tears packet. For the last 3 days, we have been focusing on the Trail of Tears. In a nutshell, can somebody tell me what the Trail of Tears means? Raise your hand. Griffin. Excellent. Anybody else? Anything different, Zach?
The Trail of Tears was essentially a dangerous path in which that caused a near genocide of many Native Americans.
Good job. Okay. So yesterday we participated in the Socratic seminar. Socratic seminar. Now every time there we go. Now let's remember. Let's remember. The main ideas from the seminar were to what? Thousands of Native Americans live in farming communities in southern states. Some Americans wanted the federal government to relocate these tribes west of the Mississippi River, which was what area? Based on who and what you learned? Oklahoma and Arkansas. The Supreme Court ruled that Georgia had no right to move the Cherokee, but President Jackson in Congress would not interfere the ruling. And the Trail of Tears was a Cherokee sports march to the Indian Territory in 1838. And you correct on who did you got that right? About 4,000 people died along the way.
I did.
You didn't get it right?
I did. I messed up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No worries. Oh, what happened? I tell you, technology is something. Let's try it again. We just know how to pivot and just make it work. Okay, let's see if it works. All right, our essential questions were, what are the consequences of culture that are asked? Why were the Native Americans forced to abandon their land in the West? I'll just go over here in this thing. So I want to ask you a few questions. How did you feel participating in the Socratic seminar? Raise your hand. Raise your hands. How did you feel about it? Zach?
It was decent.
It was what?
It was decent.
He said it was decent. It was okay, Josh? It was okay. Give me some more detail. Yes.
It was very nice to have a
Very good. I like that response. She said it was a very good experience for her to be able to have a conversation with her peers and discuss openly about a topic. Anybody else? Yes.
I see think it was great to hear how other people's point of view of it was.
Okay, good job. Now, what did you like most about it? The conversation piece? Would you agree on that part? Okay. Now tell me what you like least about it. The conversation piece, talking.
People not participating.
People not participating. Okay. All right. Anything else? So it works better when we have what? Full participation. Okay. And people not laughing. Okay. We want more people to take it serious. Gotcha. Now, what can enhance the experience? What can we do to enhance the experience? Okay. Have a more advanced notice of the questions. Anything else? What can we do? Huh? Josh, what can we do to enhance it?
I would say just have more people focus on the questions.
More people focused on the questions. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everybody go at once. Everybody have an opportunity to speak at once. Okay, good suggestion. I always like to have your feedback so when we do it again, it will be a better experience for you. All right, so now we are moving into our project. Okay, this is our project. This is how we're going to pull all this information that we've learned over the last week. Yesterday, after the seminar, you chose your groups and the tribe you're going to work with, right? Is that correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So you choose one of the 5 civilized tribes. You've done that part. The next part is to record at least 10 important events, people, treaties, laws, etc. that were challenging for your tribe. Okay? Yes.
I think Jesus spoke.
You're right, and I'll fix that. So you're going to have 4 sentences to explain each event. Now you're going to start before the Trail of Tears, because before the Trail of Tears, these tribes were what? Flourishing. They had their own culture. They had their own freedom and their own way of living. Until what happened?
White people.
Tell me, Griffin.
White people.
Well, what about the settlers or the colonists? Tell me more. Give me a little more detail. Yes?
My people wanted more land and stuff.
They wanted more land. Right, exactly. Okay? And so then you're going to include pictures, graphs, videos. You're going to bring your timeline to life. Now, you're going to start either going to do a PowerPoint, Google slide, or poster. It doesn't matter. But you're going to start from before the Trail of Tears. You're going to tell me all, I need you to focus. You're going to tell me everything that happened in between there, treaties, they were forced out of their land. But then what happened? Over the years, where is the tribe still? Do they have land? Do the Seminole tribes in South Florida have a whole casino. Billions of dollars industry. So you're going to start from the beginning all the way to 2023. Okay? I want to know exactly what happened. How did it intersect? What happened to the tribes over the last hundreds of years? Okay? Are we all situated in our groups? Do you understand the assignment? All right. Let's get going. Okay, so, but I need you to work. Everybody work. Okay.
It's been a pleasure. We go in the country.